Okay, so here's the Brunte Mega Brace guide. First up, we're gonna start with just your hands. We're gonna take them like this. And we're gonna hold our sides. Now we're gonna try to straighten up our spines. We're not doing this, we're not doing Instagram tottiness, but we're a little bit tucked, maybe activate your glutes a little bit. And then you breathe in and try to expand into your hands on all sides. Nice. So you should feel it here in the rectors, and you feel it in the stomach and in the sides. So, you know, the obliques. Nice. Now I have all these area expanded. That's up to our next step, which is going to be having our pressure build up as much as possible. And in our case, we want to contract all of these muscles which we feel expand when we're taking the breath, like we're trying to compress it from all sides. And the way we're going to do though and maintain that high pressure is by So you start by allowing some air to flow out, and then you cut it off. This is called a modified Valsalva maneuver, and it is essentially you having your vocal folds go like in. So if you're going to talk, etc., it is just, you know, gonna cut off all of that air, so you don't get the phonation of a voice, and you don't allow any air to pass through. So if you're doing singing instead, then you absolutely cannot have this happen, and this was a massive problem for me when I started out, because you need to sing on the voice. So when singing you go but in Valsalva maneuver, when we're using a brace, we're doing the nothing is happening. That was an issue. So next step is get our belt. Mine is here. So this is the reason why I use our hands. First, it mimics the belt, but it gives you actual feeling for what you're doing with your hands. So you can feel it not only with the musculature around here, which could be kind of difficult for someone who's not used to it. And now you have a belt, put it on, kind of loose, like you can get your hand in, and then you expand into it the same way you did with your hands before. So now when you're kind of spilling over, took all that in by tensing all of those muscles. Of course, if it's fat, then you're probably not going to be able to do much about that. But my view of it is essentially fill out to the point where you're almost spilling over at all sides, and then you tuck that in. And when you tuck that in, it's when you force air out and then close it off slowly until you find a point where there's like you can't get anything else in. And you'll find that you can't have absolutely full lungs while getting all of this tension in air. You want a lot of air, but you don't want absolutely full vital capacity, otherwise you're simply not going to be able to get the same muscle activation, because, well, you're in a stretched state. It's not going to work as well. So it needs to be slightly stretched, as in maybe a 75% breath of your absolute top volume. Too much. Do it. Expand everywhere. Tuck everything in by tensing all the muscles around the belt. And that's it. If you're doing too much of this, then you can't get the same brace. It needs to be slightly tucked in, so you're neutral in this position. Otherwise you have an elongation of the stomach or rectus abdominis, which is just not going to be very conducive to getting maximal muscle contraction out of all of this.